On behalf of the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority and the entire 183 North Mobility Project team, I want to welcome you to our 2024 Annual Project Update presentation. My name is Bradley Dill, and I am the Construction Manager on the 183 North Mobility Project. I'm excited to provide you guys with an overview of the project, update you on our progress for 2023, and what you can expect for construction in 2024. The goal of this presentation is to update you on the progress of the 183 North Mobility Project. We will introduce our partners, provide an overview of the project and its benefits coming to the Northwest Austin area, give you an outline of our project schedule, and highlight the major activities we have accomplished in 2023. We'll also take a look at our plans for 2024, review our community outreach efforts, and give you some information on how to contact us should you have additional questions or comments. So I'd like to take a minute to introduce you guys to all the project partners that are involved in this job. The key to a project of this size and importance is working together as a team. I am pleased to acknowledge the 183 North Mobility Project key partners, starting with the project owner, the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority, or CTRMA for short. Other partners include the Texas Department of Transportation, City of Austin, Travis County, Williamson County, Campo, and Capital Metro, with oversight by the U.S. Department of Transportation, and coordination with the Texas Commission on Environmental Quality and the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Services. And I'm with Great Hills Constructors, or GHC for short. GHC is the contractor tasked with building the 183 North Mobility Project for the Central Texas Regional Mobility Authority. GHC is a joint venture between two well-established companies, Archer Western Contractors and Sunt Construction. The Mobility Authority's mission is to develop, deliver, operate, and maintain high-quality roadways and related transportation solutions, and GHC is proud to be a part of that mission with the 183 North Mobility Project. Okay, let's go through an overview of the project. Traffic congestion along US 183 between SH 45 North and Mopac is a major concern and is only predicted to increase in the coming years. This congestion not only has economic impacts to the tune of $30.6 million, it impacts quality of life for commuters and residents, and most importantly, reduces reliable travel times for transit vehicles and emergency responders. The 183 North Mobility Project is a transportation project that aims to improve mobility, reduce congestion, and provide those more reliable travel times for transit and emergency responders. Here are some of the key details of the project. As you can see on the map, our corridor is mostly between 45 and Mopac on US 183. The length of the job is approximately 9 miles long, and the total project cost is $612 million. We're currently in the phase of active construction. We will talk more in detail throughout the presentation about the improvements coming as a part of this project along US 183. We will also talk later in the presentation about the improvements that we'll be bringing in the Mopac area, which is highlighted in the black square inset in the middle of the screen. Here are some of the highlights of the project. We're building both tolled and non-tolled lanes. The project includes the construction of 2 express lanes in each direction and the addition of a general purpose lane, so that the total number of non-tolled lanes will be 4 in each direction all along US 183 between Mopac and 45. We're also bringing multimodal improvements and enhanced safety, which include new shared use path connections, new sidewalks, new cross-street connections for bicycles, pedestrians, enhanced traffic monitoring systems for improved traffic management and emergency response, and LED high-mast lighting, which will help increase the safety of the corridor. Finally, we're addressing a mobility solution for travel between US 183 and Mopac, with operational improvements to southbound Mopac and adding express lane direct connections, which will be constructed with Mopac to the south, so that drivers are not having to exit the toll road to get on and off 183 if they don't want to. This depiction of the existing and future conditions of US 183 highlight the added tolled express lanes in each direction, which are shown in green, as well as the additional non-tolled general purpose lanes shown in blue. When completed, those looking for a more reliable route on US 183 will have a choice to use the 183 North express lanes. Drivers who prefer not to pay a toll will still have the option to use the improved non-tolled general purpose lanes. Also shown in green on the outer left and right of the graphic are the representations of newly connected sidewalks along the corridor business centers. In addition to adding a 4th non-tolled general purpose lane in areas where there are only 3 today, the project is also improving auxiliary lanes and merging conditions in certain areas to increase mobility throughout the corridor. One specific example of this will be seen at Duval Road on the southbound of US 183, an area that's typically very congested. Here at Duval, the longer entrance ramp that we'll be building facilitates safer merging conditions with US 183 main lane traffic. The additional distance allows onboarding traffic to get up to speed over a longer length of space prior to having to merge in. In the existing condition, you can see how that entrance ramp is very short. It's tough to navigate, made even more so by the fact that it's actually in a curve. So the addition of the new general purpose lane and the lengthened ramp there will effectively target improved traffic operations, which in turn will reduce congestion in that area. Now going back to the area at Mopac that I mentioned earlier, we are also bringing much needed improvements to the area of US 183 and Mopac to help the flow of traffic there between the 183 express lanes and the Mopac express lanes with a direct connector structure, as well as a new collector distributor road. This illustrated map is a great visual for understanding this portion of the project. Beginning with the area shown by the number 1, the direct connection, sometimes referred to as direct connector or DC for short, will allow travelers to go from the tolled 183 express lanes to the Mopac express lanes, and from the Mopac express lanes to the northbound 183 express lanes. This structure also connects drivers to the area marked by the number 2, which is a collector distributor road, meaning a road that collects and distributes travelers to a signal bypass. So number 3 points out this bypass of traffic at both the intersections of Steck Avenue and Spicewood Spring Road. The following markers for number 4 and 5 show the exit for Spicewood Springs Road and the exit north of Far West Boulevard, completing the flow of improved travel. Not only will travelers be able to bypass the Spicewood Springs intersection by traveling directly through to the Far West exit, they will also experience greater mobility since they won't be merging with other drivers. All of the project improvements are designed with the community in mind. Our goal is to increase mobility in the corridor for better quality of life for the entire community, in addition to helping ensure that emergency responders can get to you when you need them. Currently, most sidewalks along the 183 North Corridor are not ADA compliant, as well as areas where sidewalks are just non-existent. The project will add sidewalks where they don't exist and improve existing sidewalks continuously so that the entire corridor is ADA compliant. The project will provide safe connectivity for bicyclists by closing existing gaps to provide a network of continuous bike lanes available between SH45 North and Mopac, as well as construct 2 new sections of shared use path. The project also includes a new technology road surface on the non-toll general purpose lanes called Next Generation Concrete Surface that is specifically designed to result in a better driving experience. Finally, road crews have installed new high-mast lighting fixtures along US 183. The new lighting provides a more efficient and eco-friendlier alternative to the conventional lighting that was previously along the corridor. High-mast lighting improves safety for commuters and pedestrians by providing visibility on the highway during nighttime and low visibility events. So when is all of this going to happen? Here's a timeline of the project. Because this project is a design build, meaning that the design occurred after the project was contracted, much of 2021 and into 2022 was devoted to procurement of the contract and finalizing design of the project. Construction began in 2022, continued in earnest last year, and will continue this year and into 2025, with the road opening scheduled for 2026. The bulk of the work completed in 2023 was focused on the center median lanes between the existing northbound and southbound lanes of 183, which will ultimately be the tolled express lanes. The top graphic shows the first phase of construction, which includes the work happening in the center median, as well as work on the corridor driveways and sidewalks. During the second phase, the traveling public can expect to see more clear driveways and sidewalks, while crews then transition between the frontage road and the main lanes. For some time now, there have been temporary traffic shifts allowing us to retain 3 open lanes in each direction. At this point, there are parts in the north of the project near McNeil where there are 4 travel lanes already. Phase 1 is simply a continuation of preparing the lanes that will be used for shifting traffic over the second phase of construction. Looking at the bottom half of the graphic, it indicates this effort as reliant on the preparation of the work zone, which will then be on the outside of those center lanes, making it possible for us to embark on constructing on both sides the 4th non-toll general purpose lanes from McNeil all the way down to Mopac. Speaking of Mopac, during phase 1 of our work there, we will address the main lanes. The focus will be on expanding the existing frontage road so we can move traffic over on the main lanes to facilitate building the new direct connector approach between the express lanes. Mopac only has one express lane in each direction in this area, as you can see in the bottom image. As a result of construction phasing and switching traffic, the work area will then be larger to accommodate the work on the direct connector and the additional connection to the 183 North express lanes. Phasing our work in this way is truly a blend of step-by-step processes, along with simultaneous development of prepping work areas for those specific processes, all while minding existing public travel needs, safety, and a variety of other associated factors. In 2023, our crews accomplished some great construction milestones, including 100% completion with concrete substructure work in the center median, 50% completion of the outside concrete substructure widening between McNeil and Great Hills Trail, 75% completion on the interior widening concrete paving from Lakeline Mall to Mopac. We installed a temporary ITS system that is fully in place between Mopac and 183. And additionally, we completed the inside widenings of bridges at Lake Creek, Pecan Park, Anderson Mill, McNeil Spicewood Springs, Duval, and Balcones Woods. In 2024, crews will continue their work as we track towards project completion in 2026. Let's take a closer look at some of these activities. Sidewalk construction is a very special part of this project because we are addressing the disrepair and lack of ADA compliant connected sidewalks along the US 183 frontage roads. Our work to bring continuous sidewalks along the entire corridor involves a lot of coordination with local businesses, utilities, and of course the traveling public. To complete this crucial task, we're required to work closely with the said business community to reconstruct multiple driveways that pass through the sidewalks, or sometimes add sidewalk where there was none. We will detail more on how we have been communicating and mitigating impacts to these businesses in our outreach discussion. But an important piece to note is that for businesses with only one driveway, we only work one half of the driveway at a time. Or if they have the option, we always maintain a second entrance for team members and visiting customers. At this point, the project has approximately 12,000 feet of completed sidewalks. With 7,200 feet of sidewalks to go, it's definitely a priority to maintain our system of communication, preparation, and performance review. Often the public sees us moving material into the frontage road areas, such as barriers, barrels, and equipment, some time before we actually get to working on those driveways and sidewalks. Around the halfway mark of 2023, we really hit our stride with strategic scheduling and improved responses to utility relocation needs, weather and staffing changes that ultimately honed in how we work. Lessons learned have aided us in completing 75 driveways to date, with valuable insight on how to more efficiently move on to the upcoming 38 sections of driveway. Other highly visible changes on the project are bridges. When we start work on the outside bridges this year, we will have to temporarily close lanes that are directly next to or close to work zones for safety purposes. The inside widening bridges at Oak Knoll, Great Hills Trail, RM 620, and Breaker Lane are still to be worked on this year. The traveling public can expect to see U-turn closures and periodic closures of Mopac and US 183 as we build all of these overtop features. This year we will work on adding the fourth general purpose lanes. This means roadway construction will take place as crews work on widening lanes and building retaining walls. As we saw in earlier slides, this work will involve the frontage roads and will include various drainage improvements. It's important that the traveling public understands that our earthwork crews spend a lot of time in the center median to prepare these sections for handling traffic flow, while newly closed areas become support for building retaining walls correctly. While the specific wall work that follows through 2024 will mostly take place at night, it will require some continuous lane closures to allow a total of 14 crews to work in the designated areas for a number of months on these retaining walls. Putting it simply, US 183 main lane closures will decrease this year, but frontage road closures will definitely increase. In addition to all the other work we have just covered and the related lane closure and changes needed, crews anticipate a traffic shift into the newly paved center median to occur this year. Exact timing has not been determined and will definitely be subject to change based on weather and other factors. That traffic switch will allow crews to then focus their work on the outside lanes of the project. The main takeaway, as our crews work diligently to improve your commute, stay alert for various construction signs and lane changes. Your safety is our top priority. Now let's look at our approach to community outreach and where all we went in 2023. The Mobility Authority and GHC are committed to being a partner in the community and working proactively with commuters and local residents throughout the construction process and beyond. The project team has engaged in collaborative communication efforts to keep you informed and to respond promptly to public questions and issues. We will continue to do that. We continuously post updates throughout the year. We have an active presence online with social media and by updating the project's website, 183north.com, as well as tweets on our X, formerly Twitter, channel at 183north, and posts on the Mobility Authority Facebook and Instagram pages. Other things we do include emails about weekly lane closures and a bi-monthly newsletter, which you can sign up for on our website under Sign Up for Updates. And also, for bigger announcements, we contact the media and post news releases to make the public aware as needed. We also prioritize communication with our local business communities who may be affected by the driveway work that I mentioned earlier. We hold one-on-one visits with these businesses to inform them of construction activities and provide free or open for business signs to let customers know that they can still access the businesses during the driveway work. Additional engagement efforts center around attendance at local HOA and neighborhood association meetings. We've met with multiple groups continuously throughout the course of the project and are always looking for more ways to keep the community informed. The project team also aims to support local neighborhood and community groups by attending local events or hosting our own events to give back to the public and thank them for their patience during the construction. Here are some of the places we went in 2023. The Community Cultivator Initiative is the project's effort to acknowledge and give back to everyday heroes in our community, such as educators and other school staff or medical professionals and emergency responders. This year we delivered snacks and other goodies to bus drivers as a part of the back-to-school season. If you have an idea for an event we should attend or would like a presentation to your organization, please let us know. You can help us understand how we did in communicating information in 2023 by taking our survey. The deadline for participating is March 1st, 2024. It only takes about 5 minutes to complete, and your answers will help us to improve and continue our efforts to be a good neighbor. You can also access the survey link by scanning this QR code with your mobile phone's camera or by clicking on the link at our website page for this meeting. Here are the ways we will continue to keep you informed. Our website, 183north.com, X, formerly known as Twitter, at 183north, and if you need to reach us by phone, call 866-223-8044. Sign up to get notifications on lane closures, other key developments, and our newsletter at 183north.com. Check in regularly on the website at 183north.com as well. Follow us on social media on X, formerly Twitter, and to submit questions or concerns, please call us at 866-223-8044 or use the contact form on our website. Thank you for participating in our virtual annual project update meeting. Keep watching to see an animation of what the finished 183 North Mobility project will look once it's complete.